You either use the internet for fun or you use the internet to grow. You're here to grow. Welcome to TRS Clips. Where's India at in the story of the future? And I actually would like for you to give the positives and negatives both. More importantly, because we've discussed technology and AI so much, let's just highlight these two aspects.
So when it comes to AI, I'm not sure where India is at. I don't see any corporation, any company or the government taking a significant initiative when it comes to creating a proper AI system on the lines of ChatGPT or anything else. Obviously, the American companies and the American government has the advantage of having a huge amount of data to train the AI systems on. India also has a huge amount of data that is kind of not accessible to the rest of the world, which is the Aadhaar system, which can actually train AI systems to do a whole lot of stuff and understand the nation. So I'm not sure if there is an initiative. If there is any, it could perhaps be secret, which I would welcome definitely. But I'm not sure where India is at over here. But overall, if I discount the AI issue, then I think India's prospects are very good. Economically, India is expected to be the only bright spot in the world because India is still a developing nation. There is so much infrastructure, all that being built. So India's economy is projected to keep on growing at 6% plus for the next 20, 30 years. Every other economy is not doing well. And India has a demographic dividend because by 2050, India's average age will be approximately 37, 38. China, it will be 58. Imagine a country with whose average age, the average person is 58 years old. So India is going to benefit from a significant demographic dividend. With the right policies in place, the economy will keep on growing $5-10 trillion easily in the next 20 years. So by 2050, along the lines at which we are going, India will most likely be the second or the third largest economy in the world. And in this century, the only economy that is capable of surpassing the US is India. It's no longer China. China is declining. Whether they like it or not, the demographic factor is going to become more and more accentuated as the decades go by. So by 2050, 2060, China will be not in a very good place. But India is going to keep on doing well according to current projections. So overall, I see a very good outlook for India. But obviously, India must ensure it is not left behind in the critical technologies. For instance, space exploration and AI. AI is also obviously a very new thing. It's upon us. India has to ensure that we don't get left behind.
Do you feel that folks my age, or even say your age, 80s born, 90s born, who have gone to America to work as AI engineers should now come back just for the sake of the country?
I think for most people, personal considerations will always come first because India doesn't always treat its talent well. India has a historical tendency of not treating its talent well at all. It kind of tends to, the Indian system overall, whether it's the education system or the overall system, it tends to identify and destroy talent and keep on promoting mediocrity. So people who have genuine talent and who can really contribute to the country, their ideas are often, laughed at. They are not given the opportunities they would really need to contribute to the country. And that's why they go out of the country.
From a very business perspective, the only solution I see here is if established entrepreneurs in India are able to team up with AI engineers and engineers from other industries abroad and either work remotely, but ideally work out of India and build for our geopolitical and financial future of this country.
Yes.
You can't expect the government to do this for you, especially historically we've been, in that play.
I agree. We cannot keep on expecting the government to do everything. The private sector has to come into this. But the government must create the right kind of playing field for the private sector to be able to do these things, to be able to attract talent from abroad, hopefully Indian talent or whatever else, and have them work in India. You can't have them working somewhere else because then your intellectual property that you're creating could be very easily compromised. So you want all of this to be happening in India, which means that the ease of doing business has to be there. All the barriers that come in the way of doing business and all that those things have to be removed. You have to make it as welcoming as possible for the right kind of talent in India and give them tax breaks or whatever it takes for them to truly excel.
Yeah. Again, I can't expand on this thought because we're at the end of the episode and we've spoken a lot today. But here's a message to all the engineers abroad. Okay. Earn your money there. Try investing it back. Build products in India, sell to the world. You'll still earn in dollars. You will have to probably take a year or two with fewer coins in your bank account. But in the long term, you'll be benefiting both yourself and the country, the culture, much more importantly. It is time that we reverse brain drain in some fashion. Even if we reverse it by 10%, if 10% of all those people who've gone abroad, 20% if they come back, we're going to create a massive ripple. You just need a few Kohlis, Dhonis, Tendulkars, Smriti Mandhanas to come back and create that change. And I know this is too hopeful and overly optimistic, but we're at a point in the human story where whoever controls artificial intelligence will control the future. So for the sake of your country, seriously consider coming back. Seriously consider teaming up with established entrepreneurs in India. The entrepreneurs here are hungry for missions like that. I have intelligent, capable, rich friends who don't know what they want to do next because they've not found a capable enough co-founder. And I feel all those co-founders are sitting in America.
Mm-hmm.
So just using the platform as a means to communicate, please share this video with everyone. And because we've reached the end of the episode, sir, any last messages?
I would give a last message of optimism. Yes, AI could be very dangerous in the hands of the wrong people, but if India gets its act together, we could have a better future for India and the world. And I would say that everybody should embrace AI. Students should try and study this, how to build neural networks, how the fundamentals of AI work. So on the one hand, we are on the cusp of something great. Humanity is entering a completely new dimension, a completely new era, the AI enabled era. Hopefully the things, the fears that I've expressed, hopefully they are maybe unfounded and maybe will go in the right direction. So overall, I'm a very positive, optimistic person, and it's certainly very exciting from a technological perspective that we are entering this new age. So I hope things go really well, and in that case, it could be great days for humanity.
Yeah, let's hope so. So these are playlists made especially for you. We've tailor-made learning experiences for you. And the RS clips.